is Washington's Drive at 5. Today's top stories, in-depth, breaking news, and traffic and weather every 10 minutes first on the 5s. 105.9 FM. At AM 630. WMAL.
We found out that the people of the President and First Ladies of Guatemala and Honduras want their children back, and they're willing to cooperate with us to send the children back as quickly as possible. They are making plans and trying to build the capacity of what they will do with these children when they come back.
Republican Kay Granger of Texas this morning on Fox News explaining that she just went to Guatemala, went to Honduras, and those governments want their kids back. They're ready to take them, but they can't have them because apparently they're being sent to Prince William County in Virginia. I'm Larry O'Connor. It's 5:38. Good afternoon. This is your Drive at 5, Washington. Joining us right now, he is Corey Stewart. He's the chairman-at-large of the Prince William Board of County Supervisors. And let's get right to it. When did you find out that these children were being brought to your county against your will?
Well, we were told, ironically enough, by the institution itself just a few days ago. And the federal government didn't even tell us that they were sending all of these children to Prince William County. We had to find out from the institution. And so our question to them is, how many other institutions are you housing these children in Prince William County?
And how is this going to be a problem for the county? I mean, what kind of additional resources do you have to spend of a Prince William taxpayers' money to accommodate these kids?
Well, that's exactly what we're worried about, Larry, because we don't know. Because we don't know how many children they're putting here. We don't know what their needs are going to be, whether they need medical needs or whatever it is, or schooling needs. We don't know how long they're going to be here. But most importantly, we don't know how many kids they're going to be sending to Prince William County. They've already sent some, but we don't know what the full extent of this is going to be in the long term.
Have you been in contact with the governor's office? Does Governor McAuliffe know about this? This is a sovereignty issue. Shouldn't the governor know about it?
The board just took action today at my request to work with the governor's office and with HHS to find out more information about this, where they're being held, what their needs are, etc. But at this point, we're completely in the dark here about what's going on.
How many kids are there?
We don't know, but we know there's. I think that the number at the facility right now is probably pretty small. Keep in mind that it's not a county facility; it's a private facility that is directly contracted with the federal government, so we don't have any way of getting any details.
Yeah, the group is called Youth for Tomorrow, Bristow-based Christian nonprofit, I'm told. But so let's just think this through for a minute. One of these kids gets sick. Kids get sick all the time. Trust me, I got 4 of them. They get sick, they pass it back and forth to each other, and I'm guessing by now these kids have been immunized, but they're going to get sick. Where do they go to get sick, to get their doctor's appointment, to get their medicine? Who pays for it?
Well, that's our question. And, at the end of the day, inevitably, these kids are going to have needs. They're going to have medical needs. They're going to have social service needs. They're going to have all sorts of issues that they have to have taken care of, and that is going to fall upon the county to provide those things. And what really peeves us about this is that the federal government is doing this without even informing us that they're relocating these kids to Prince William.
Have you had any response from Health and Human Services or DHS or anybody that you've been complaining to? Have they said anything back?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. They've been completely quiet when it comes to coordinating with local governments. They haven't said anything about the relocation of these kids to Prince William County.
Our guest is Corey Stewart, chairman-at-large of the Prince William Board of County Supervisors. And listen, Mr. Stewart, you've been out there. You've been sounding the alarm about this, it seems, for a couple of weeks now. It almost feels like you had a hunch. I mean, I understand the federal government didn't officially, formally notify you, but did you hear whispers? Did you have somebody saying, hey, they're planning this?
We have had a hunch, I guess a feeling, that inevitably when all these children, these hundreds of thousands of kids are coming across the border, that inevitably they're going to end up in not just Prince William County, but I can guarantee you that they're in other places in Northern Virginia and in the D.C. region, and that HHS, Health and Human Services, has just not told has not told those localities that they're there.
You heard the audio just now. Republican Kay Granger, House of Representatives, she went down and spoke with the governments in Guatemala and Honduras. They want the kids back. I mean, I know that your role is not at the federal level, but well, what's your solution here? What do you think should be done?
Well, you know, I don't want to sound cold and heartless here, but at the end of the day, if you don't send them back, the inevitable message that goes to other children in similar circumstances all through Latin America is that all you have to do is make it to the United States and you can stay.
Yep.
And when that happens, you've got a much greater influx of poor illegal immigrant children making the very dangerous trip up to the United States, and you got a bigger humanitarian crisis in the future unless you make the hard decision now.
Corey Stewart, you talk about sending a message. Kay Granger, again, Republican of Texas, she talked about the message the president hasn't sent, and this is what she's relaying specifically from the governments of Guatemala and Honduras. Listen to this.
Ask them how helpful it would be if the President of the United States spoke out clearly and strongly and said, don't send your children to the United States illegally because we will send them back. They will not complete their journey, and they said that could be very helpful. It did not indicate that was happening.
Yeah, they did not indicate the president. The president hasn't said that, certainly not clearly and concisely like that. Corey Stewart, why do you think the president hasn't sent that message?
I think he finds himself in a very tight and difficult political situation. He's got those on to his left who are telling him that that he needs to pursue amnesty, and then you've got a lot of Republicans, but now even a lot of Democrats.
That's right.
Telling you that, you've got a humanitarian crisis on your hands. You need to take care of this right now to avoid this crisis defining the second half of your presidency. And I believe that this is the president's Katrina situation.
Corey Stewart, Chairman at Large of the Prince William Board of County Supervisors, on the ground dealing with this right here in Virginia, right in the Commonwealth. All right, your turn to chime in. Why do you think the president hasn't sent that clear message? 888-630 WMAL.